Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Welcome to the Friends and Fiction Official Book Club's 3-year anniversary. Can you believe it's been 3 whole years?
I cannot.
I can't either. We have a loaded hour of fun, so we don't really even need to introduce the next guests, but we will. Please welcome the Fab Four: Christy Woodson Harvey, Patty Callahan Henry, Kristen Harmel, and we also have Meg and Ron joining us, our podcast / happy hour co-host, and Meg, the amazing Friends and Fiction managing director. And MKA might be popping in soon. We'll see.
She's coming. She's on her way.
Speaking of popping, I think Ron just had a little celebration.
There we go.
Yay.
3 years.
Cheers, cheers, cheers to that.
Happy
Cheers
anniversary.
to 3 years.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you
Can't
so
believe
much.
it. 3 whole years. It's amazing, you guys.
A blink of an eye, man. A blink of an eye.
No, it
I
really
know.
doesn't seem like it.
And yet it does, because it seems like I've known y'all for such a long
That's
time.
true.
So
And
true.
Absolutely,
Lisa,
That's a
True.
good point.
and I'll tell a secret. We were Zooming last night at about 11 o'clock in our pajamas doing.
So cute.
So we're going to see film of that.
No.
Here's a clip.
You will not.
Ruling into my pillow at 11 o'clock.
Well, it wasn't real pretty, I will say that.
At 11, we're just finishing in Greenville, or had just finished, and so many of the book club members came. They're so great about showing up. And so you're right, it feels like forever because they show up and you know everybody and know their stories. And
Yeah.
did you know that Bubba built her own house?
No. Did she really?
No,
Yes.
I did not know that.
That doesn't surprise me
I
one bit.
know.
I know,
Yes.
I know, right?
Out of logs.
What?
Yes, and she
Let's
still
all go.
lives in it. You can ask her about it tonight. I got the
Wait.
scoop last night.
Wait,
That's
she built it like
incredible.
with her hands?
Yes, she was the contractor, the designer, the architect. She built her house.
Wow.
Wow. Nothing Bubba does surprises me anymore. I
Right,
feel
right.
like she can
never
do
ceases
it
to
all.
amaze. I
I
agree.
know. Not only
And-
the only woman, a woman named Bubba, only time that's ever happened in the New York Times, but she built her own.
Exactly right.
Anyway, but you're right. Like everybody, like it's such a tight knit, amazing group. Hey, MK.
Hey, MK.
Hello.
I
How
love your
cute. I love your
glasses.
headpiece.
What?
I love your glasses, and Brenda loves your headband.
Oh, thank you. Well, the glasses have been around for a while, and so is the headband. But I have sweaty hair, and I'm getting my hair cut and colored tomorrow, so I didn't. It's like, what? No, I'm not shampooing my hair today. Tomorrow is cut and color day.
That's
Not
so
today.
funny.
Not today, Satan. I'm not washing my hair.
That's
No,
right.
not when I
That's
had to
hilarious.
finish all those bookseller notes and touch up the script for tomorrow and catch up on the pages I didn't write yesterday.
I bet.
Well,
you-
we are excited that all of you made time to be here tonight to help us celebrate.
Oh, I had to
And
be
what-
here.
And one of the things we wanted to do tonight with the Fab Four, before you have to leave, because I know you have some other commitments, is we wanted to see if you would share some of your favorite book club memories. Give you a moment to think about that. But and we'll get Ron and Meg after a little bit later in the celebration. But Christy, would you mind starting?
Sure. Yes. So I was thinking about, obviously I always love talking about my books. That's always very exciting. But I loved getting to like pop on and talk to Zibby when y'all had her recently and ask her a question. And what was even funnier is I think y'all were so prepared for me to be unprepared that you had copied and pasted my questions into the chat. Like, here's what you were planning on asking Zibby tonight.
I love it.
No reflection on you, Chris.
It was so like prepared and helpful. I was like, this is
That's
great.
amazing.
And then I think I overstayed my welcome because I just kept hanging around, but it was very fun.
No,
I loved that episode. I loved being on for it. It was a really good one.
that was fun.
Oh, that's hilarious. How about you, Patty?
You know, there's so many, and I always say it was I'm gonna change my answer, but I always say it was the Surviving Savannah launch because it was really one of the first real book clubs we did that wasn't backlist, right? It was one, and it was during COVID. I couldn't go on tour, and it was just so much fun. Like, I just headed into that whole experience with such a light heart because of y'all. But one of my favorite memories is coming on Happy Hour with Ron. And I was in my aunt and uncle-in-law's attic. Do you remember that? I was like,
I do.
like
Yes,
poop was
I
coming
remember.
down on me. And I remember I was laughing so hard that my face hurt, and I had to go because they were waiting on me. But and I love that. And I love every memory of book club members showing up at events because I just got off the road, and it's just last night, I had that event with Adrienne Brodeur, and they showed up en masse, and she was like, what is this group? I want a piece of this. So
No, we were talking about that today. It's unbelievable. And like, I mean, which I'm sorry, it's not my turn. My turn is over. But since we're talking about real things, I'm sorry, but I have to revisit you guys meeting for the first time at my event.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
I think it's the only
Yeah.
time I've ever cried at a book event. But Brenda
I
was
almost
like running like
cried.
a minute late. And anyway, she and Lisa met. And it was like I was on stage talking and they met and it was amazing.
That's
So great.
awesome.
Okay.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
so
Let's be
funny because
super.
I just walked outside and I saw Brenda and she was walking and I was like, Brenda, and I like ran and gave her this huge hug, and we were in the middle of COVID, and like I hadn't hugged or touched
Oh,
anyone like in
yeah.
years, and I was like, oh, I just hugged you. Christy's on
Hugged you.
stage. Let's go.
That's awesome.
So great.
It was really funny because Christy was in the middle of her sentence and I really didn't anticipate this happening, but we walked in and she's like talking and then goes,
I did. I was like
I
the
knew
middle
it
of my
would
talk and I was
happen.
like, and I was like, oh, and I like threw the mic down and like ran out. It was very, it was,
That's amazing.
I'm known
So
for my
wonderful.
professionality on stage.
you are. It's true.
gosh. Oh, that was, see, my cheeks already are hurting. I can't imagine how
I
I'm going to
know.
be over the next, hour. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Let's see. Mary Kay, how about you?
Well, it's got to be the Santa suit launch. That was so much fun, and of course, Homewreckers, that launch was fun too. But the idea that you have a cocktail, a themed cocktail, is never a bad
fun.
thing. And it's just it's
And
fun.
We
Go ahead.
started the hashtag too.
Oh,
Santa
yeah.
suit movie now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah.
And Brenda and I filmed that video at the candy store that was similar.
Oh, yeah.
Remember,
Oh,
Brenda?
Yeah,
That was similar to the
and,
one in the book.
fun. It's just fun connecting with the book club folks, and they're asking questions, and you've got questions and fun games and stuff. So it's really a fun, it's a fun, light-hearted moment. And the great thing is that everybody's in on the joke.
yes.
That's true. That's true.
That is so funny. That's so true, Mary Kay. Kristen, what about you?
So I have a few. One is the launch for the book club group for the Forest of Vanishing Stars last year, because you had a bunch of people come on and it was such a surprise and it was amazing. Another is just last week when I was with you guys for the Paris Daughter, and you had Marlene come on as a surprise, and I think she made all of us cry, she just said the most beautiful things, and it was just such a profound connection to kind of the world behind the book, and so she was just the perfect person for you guys to have chosen to bring on. Another is seeing book club members out in the wild. Patty touched upon that too, but I think just that idea of everywhere we go, and Christy mentioned it too, but I everywhere we go, just being able to look out and spot these people that we know because they're the active members of book club and they're so supportive of us here, and then they meet us in person on the road. And then along those lines, I wanted to say one of my favorite book club moments is a pre-book club moment that I think it has to do with the founding of the book club, or at least bringing Lisa on board in the book club. And that was meeting Lisa in 2008 in Atlanta.
Wow. Wow.
At a book event for one of my books before I was even writing historical fiction. And that is how we connected.
Yeah.
And it's funny to kind of look back at that, which was 15 years ago, and think how far we've both come and that we're here now. So
I know. I
not
think
technically
about
a
that day
book
too.
club, but yeah.
And how crazy is that?
And neither of us has aged at all. So it's
Oh,
remarkable.
No.
Yeah.
We look
Yeah.
the exact same.
Exact same.
I agree.
That's actually true. Neither one of you
True. It
has
is true.
aged. That's actually
Sure. Yep. Sure.
true statement.
Sure.
Oh my goodness. Well, it is
goodness.
funny, Kristen, because, we were kind of working blind when we were trying to start up the book club, and we didn't know. It's not like now where we have a lot more time to know people's personalities on the page. It's like, oh,
Yes.
we have to have a co-host. Who's it going to be?
Yes. That's right.
And Lisa came out of your past. Well, and your present.
It came out of my past, Lisa. I was hiding
That's
you
right,
away all
that's
those
right.
years.
Well, I'm going to bring another cherished member on here so we can have a few more minutes with you guys, the Fab Four, before you have to go, so that Ron can do a toast, hopefully. Ron, would you, once Anissa gets on and we welcome her, would you be willing to do a toast?
I would be.
Thank you.
Hi,
Hey, Anissa,
Anissa.
how are you?
How are y'all?
Hey, Anissa.
Yeah.
I-
Our reading challenge guru
Yeah.
and Saturday
Yes, that's
giveaway
right.
queen.
and I'm in Tennessee in the exact same hotel I was in last year for the 2-year anniversary. Interesting.
Oh,
you know?
That's funny.
Yeah, it's the same ugly art, so I may be in the exact same room.
Oh, that's
That's
funny.
Hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
hilarious. Well, and Anissa and another book club member are going to do a little trivia game called Who Said It after after this segment. So, but in the meantime, we want to ask Ron to do a toast.
Hey, here we go. I'm going to keep this really short and sweet because I think we all know that this is a place that you've created where people come to feel welcome. They come to feel valued. They've found their people. And we always say, book people are the best people. They really are. And this is the epitome of that. We bring readers and writers and fans together. And overall, I just think that you've created a really kind place, land. Cheers to many more years of all the Friends in Fiction, and especially the Friends in Fiction Book Club tonight. Happy 3.
Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
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 The 3-year anniversary gift is Chardonnay. Is that correct?
It is, yes,
Clearly,
it is.
That's what I thought.
It is
That's what I thought.
tonight.
And for
Diet
Anissa,
ginger
I
ale.
like that Anissa's nice and on brand with the Friends in Fiction
Yes.
wine sippy. Well done, Anissa.
Leave home without it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know Ron did our toast, but I just wanted to say to you guys, the Fab Four, that we would not have the book club community without the
Mhm.
Friends in Fiction community as our umbrella. And we are so appreciative of you and your friendship and your talents. And we just can't express enough how much the Friends in Fiction community means to us.
Yeah.
And you have
Hear,
never
hear.
volunteered for anything ever again.
Ever again
right?
since.
No more suggestions. No more. You know what would be a good idea? You're just like, this is what happened last time, and here we are 3 years later.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Well, we are
hilarious.
so appreciative of you. So right back at you.
Well,
Right.
and
Oh.
ladies, we are so we do feel very protective of our Friends in Fiction brand, and we feel so much trust in the two of you to
Oh,
represent our brand in exactly the right way, to carry it forward, to connect with these members who are the most active and the most engaged members. And we are so grateful to the two of you. I mean, we're proud of both of you. We're grateful to both of you. And we're just so glad that you're part of our sister and brotherhood here. You're part of the team. This is we love you.
thank you.
That's
That means
so
a lot.
well said. It's perfectly
you.
We
said.
love you guys.
We
love you
so
guys.
much. Yeah.
I
Thank
know
you
you
all.
have other commitments, but thank you so much for being on to kick off the first third of our
Celebrating.
We're
I
so
can't wait to come.
celebration.
I can't wait to get home tonight and watch Who Said It. And I'm like, so, and I will swear, I'll be like, oh, I totally said that. And then it's like,
We're not included. It's just them.
no,
The-
we're
it's-
not included.
No.
It's
Oh, it's-
Ron. It's things that Ron, Meg, Brenda, or I have said.
Oh, I'll be
and
better at that.
We don't know either because Anissa
Yes.
and her surprise co-host that's going to be joining us in a second.
Whom we're going to bring on in just a moment.
I'm a little afraid.
I'm
They-
very
yeah.
afraid.
I'm gonna watch.
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna,
miss.
when we sign off, I'm gonna watch on Facebook because I'm so
Oh
excited.
no,
me
no,
too.
no, no, no.
Me
Oh, yeah.
too. I'm going to be hall
Thank
monitor.
you.
Go find something else to
Thank you
do.
guys
Go,
so
go,
much.
go write a book.
Thank you guys. Love
Bye.
y'all.
Love you
Go
guys.
write a
Love
book.
you.
Love you guys.
guys.
Happy
Love you.
anniversary.
Love you.
Bye. Happy
Events.
anniversary. Thanks for
Bye.
everything. Thanks
Love
for
you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
And
Love you too.
We would not be here without the Fab Four.
No, that's true. Absolutely true.
We love you guys so much.
Love you too. And
Let's
here
go
comes
to
our
us.
co-host.
And our trivia co-host, Bubba, who already got a big shout out earlier.
Yeah. I was
Bubba,
trying not to
welcome.
cry. I just didn't want to cry. I'm
I
glad
know,
you
I
did.
didn't wanna
Bubba!
Hey,
Bubba, you got
Bubba.
a big
did
shout
what?
out earlier.
I did?
Yes.
Yeah, for being a home
Yes,
builder.
you did. Apparently, you
yes.
built your house
I
with
did.
your own hands. Who knew?
Out of
God, you
love.
need your own TV show, Bubba.
The Home Wreckers Part
Nice.
2.
Yes. This was my
All
Right?
right, well,
and my shirt.
oh,
Nice.
cool.
Oh,
Songbird.
cool. I'm glad you have that on. That might be in you guys pay
Handy
attention
later
to that
on.
shirt. It might come in handy later.
It might come up later, yes.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
Anissa and Bubba, y'all have prepared something special for us tonight. Would you like to share, Anissa, what we're about to do? And our book club members can play along.
Yes, we're going to play a game called Who Said This? It'll be from Brenda, Lisa, Ron, or Meg, and I believe they're going to hold up either a card with their name on it or a picture with their names on it, and they're going to guess, but everyone in the chat can guess too. And Bubba's going to ask our first question.
So first, can I say how much fun this was to go back through all of the episodes? They're
my
so
gosh.
awesome. And it was so funny because some of them I'd start watching and then I'd be, oh, look, oh, and then I was like, oh my God, I didn't write anything down. I had one job. So some of them I had to watch 3 times, but that's irrelevant. Okay.
Oh my
boy.
goodness.
You're
They're
probably
so,
tired of seeing our faces.
they are so good. All right. This one actually surprised me, but who said, I like to party? And by party, I mean read books.
Ooh.
I'm supposed to guess?
Yes, guess.
I'm gonna go rogue here. I'm gonna go different.
Majority wins. It was Brenda.
Yes.
Ah, I thought it might be.
It was a meme. And
Yeah,
it
there-
was when Ron was talking about the book, How to Party Like a Snail.
Right.
A rocking
That
book.
Bubba giving us context too. All
I
right.
love this.
That was a
Do you
good one.
remember that graphic novel?
I do.
We'll
Awesome.
see how,
Okay,
how our
Anissa.
book club members did.
That's so funny.
Okay, so who said this? Well, wait a minute. My lawyer has not reviewed the content yet.
I lost Meg on the floor.
Oh, yeah, I fell down on the floor. It's probably from all that partying.
All those cocktails.
I'm sorry.
The answer is Ron, and it was on the happy hour of May 25th. And Lisa said that Ron was going to become the permanent host or whatever. And that's when he said about his lawyer needed to check the contract.
Yeah, the contract is ironclad. You're stuck with us, sir.
Damn it.
I think that was your reaction earlier too. Okay, who said, I wanted to send it to you, but it's illegal?
Said, I'd
Wait,
say it
say it
again.
again?
I wanted to send it to you, but it's
Oh.
illegal.
Oh. I don't know. Usually if it's illegal, it's either me or Meg, so.
Hmm,
So you said it.
it was Lisa.
Oh. I didn't know that one.
I am 3 for 3.
And this was
Ron's
about
good at this game.
this
I
was
suck
about-
at this.
Scatterbrain, the PB&J whiskey.
Oh, that's
Could not
right.
mail it to Ohio, and Ron was like, I have a way.
Oh,
And then Ron said, you know what? This is the only surprise I've ever enjoyed. But can y'all just acknowledge that the PB&J whiskey is called Scatterbrain?
I
That
mean,
is
it-
the
it
universe.
fits.
That's the universe speaking.
Definitely.
It fits.
Mary
That checks out.
Mary Vasquez says Lisa and her contraband.
Okay, so our next two said this. I'll try not to screw it up, guys. I promise.
I think I remember
Oh.
that one. Maybe. I could be wrong again, but
oh, it's unanimous.
4 for 4. That was when Meg was filling in for you, Lisa, and it was the beginning of Patty's show on June 19th, and Meg was filling in for.
as a behind the scenes, I was watching that show. I was a little loopy, but I did watch and I remember that.
Did I screw it up?
Can I do another one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me
Who
say
said,
that.
who said, I actually light the underside on fire?
Say that again.
I actually light the underside on fire.
I have no idea.
Hey, wait a minute.
All the bad ones I point to Ron and he points.
It was definitely Ron, and it was talking about an orange peel, and it's how you release
knew.
the oils into your
Oh.
drink.
Making a
It's some kind of
Negroni.
Cocktail thing. Yeah.
Oh, we got good, everybody right in the chat too. They're saying Ron.
Reputation has
That's
been
pretty.
tarnished.
But Susan said Brenda with a question mark.
Okay, who said this? I love the Jeffersons. That's a great lead-in song.
Ooh.
Ooh. I feel like Christy was on for that, but
I think it's going to be this one.
it was with Colleen. Oh, that had to be. I think that is me.
4 for 4 on that one. Yes, it was with Colleen and
Hey.
when and I don't remember totally but it was definitely with Co-Oak on April 17th.
Yeah. She was talking about something about when she was
Traveling,
talking about the
travel.
road trip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
For
because
Tanner
it's
and
in the book,
Louise.
and that was a big part of the book.
Yeah. Fun.
Want another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Who said,
Come on.
who said sexually free, funny, there's a heist and a dog named Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Hey, come. All right. Well, Let's,
Come on, if you say Brenda,
one of us will win.
It was Lisa. And it
Remember,
was
'cause that was my description.
That was the best. You guess, each guessed a different name, and it was about the witches of Moonshine Manor.
Yep. That
And
was
one
my
of the things, you know
description of
how I
that book.
count, how I count uses of words, like I counted the use of the, F-bombs and, well, I should count how many times, Lisa, that you say the word moonshine.
Oh.
You say it a lot.
Wow.
Yes. You say it a
I-
lot, you drink it a lot. It's just a lot.
Oh, I
I'm
do have
afraid
my
of your
peach
word
moonshine
count.
from time to time. I do drink my peach moonshine. I'm
Yep.
almost out, so I won't be saying it for too much longer.
I have not
Okay.
observed that about Lisa. Interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting to me too.
Got time for another one, Lisa?
Yeah.
Bubba and I
But
got,
about, I think maybe three
okay.
more.
And Bubba and I got together last night after Patty's event. So like about 9:30 at night last night, we were standing in front of him, Judson, going over what she had and what I had and trying to come up with the best ones or whatever. So it was really funny. And the Moonshine Manor was one of the funniest ones. So I have one that said, who said this? All your books have pretty in the title, right?
Can we have another choice?
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, here she goes again.
Brenda's the one who's right. It was at the February 9th happy hour, and it was when you are talking about the code word for drinking, and it was all the pretty places, and there must have been other ones that had pretty. So Brenda and Lisa were saying pretty, and Ron was saying no.
Because he didn't want to take a sip.
That's right. You're kind of
So
evil.
it was Ron.
Yes.
Yes.
You were right.
I
We
want
all
to
thought
say,
it was you.
everybody, in the chat, most people said me as well.
Yeah, it's pretty
Interesting.
unanimous. Amber said Brenda. Chris, yep, it's pretty.
Lee said Meg.
Oh yeah, Leah said Meg.
All right. Who said a couple of these things were so easy to get on Amazon, so don't be intimidated by them?
Hmm.
I have no idea.
Oh, I think I'm going with this again.
Huh? Nope.
The
Ron.
PB&J split.
No,
Was Ron?
it was Ron, and he was
Oh,
talking
about the cocktail stuff.
the grave digger. It was
Oh
the
yeah.
drink tool kit. And then
I'm
Brenda was like,
sensing
it's like
a
a potion.
theme here.
I could have quoted you all night.
Because Lisa keeps making me drink. She's got that dumb word she always has to say.
All right, you want a grand finale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Assuming I can get this thing off the ground.
That's it.
Oh, what is she doing?
That's the quote. Who
That's it.
said,
Oh.
assuming I can get this thing off the ground?
I'm just gonna keep guessing Brenda.
It was Brenda.
Ah,
And it was to play the trailer for Kimberly
Oh.
Crooks,
Oh,
for the Lost Book of Eleanor Dare, the trailer. And you kept looking
Yeah,
all
there's
over the
a few-
screen, and they had to go on. And so, yep, that was right.
There's some more stuff I'm going to try to get off the ground tonight. We'll see.
land the
fingers
plane.
crossed.
Oh,
All
that
right.
was awesome.
Oh my gosh, that was so
on.
much fun.
That was a great
And
visit down memory lane, you two. That was
awesome.
I
great.
know.
Yes,
That was
it
so
Bubba, that
fun.
was
Welcome to the archive.
super. I can't believe you
it
were
was-
that.
It was so, I'm going to put some in the chat because I have so many. FOMOSA,
Well,
a book dealer.
we might play this again at our next happy hour, so hold on to those.
Yeah,
'Cause you guys have a lot.
it was so funny, especially when you're paying attention to just the little clips, that if out of context, you're like, oh, did they actually say?
Oh, this is good.
And there was a little Christmas tree, Ron, that you pointed to, and it was like that just fell in his pocket at Rossini's.
I'm going to open a museum of all the items that have been stolen from hotels.
Not stolen,
Borrow.
borrowed.
Oh, borrowed.
Places you've been
Long-term
kicked
loan.
out of. All right, thank you. Cheers to 3 years. You guys are
Aw.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Oh,
joining
nice.
us, Bubba.
Thank you, Bubba. And
Yes, are you
Anissa,
kidding me?
You
out?
and
What do I do? How do I get out of here?
Brenda,
I'll get you out.
Brenda will
So-
kick you out.
Brenda will kick you out.
Kick you out.
Bye, Bubba.
Bye.
Anissa,
Anissa.
before you go, do you mind talking about the reading challenge? And well, we know about the reading challenge, but the Saturday giveaways and some of the authors that we've had over the last year.
Sure. We started the Saturday giveaway, and an author comes on, they pick the Saturday that works best for them, and they come on, and they usually make 3 or 4 posts during the day, and they give away a couple books. And we've been very fortunate that we've been able to get some really good authors. So I'd like to thank Wade Rouse, Louisa Traeger, Brenda Janowitz, Natalie Jenner, Heather Webb, Sophronia Scott, Allie Brady, Joy Calloway. And we will actually be having someone this Saturday coming up. So everyone be ready for Saturday. They typically post around 10, 1, 4, and then pick someone and then pick some winners about 5. But I think it's been a great addition to the page, and it's introduced our readers to some authors that we've never heard about. And it's just there's been a lot of interaction on the page on Saturdays when that's been there. And thank you to all the members who have been coming to that. And I pretty much have the rest of the year planned out. So we're be ready for one Saturday every month at least. We have had 1 month that we had two authors, and it was great that everyone still was able to come, even with there being 2 in 1 month. And I think it's worked out really good. And I appreciate you all giving me the opportunity to do that.
Thank you. We appreciate
Awesome.
you and all the hard work
Yeah,
that you
Absolutely.
do with that and the reading challenge. And it introduces people to between the reading challenge and the Saturday giveaway. It's another way for us to highlight authors, because we can't have book club discussions for every author that we want to.
of course.
Right. It's
So it's a
another way
great
in.
way to highlight
There's
everyone.
so many wonderful ones.
Yeah.
So yes, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Anissa. I know that
Thank
requires a
you.
lot of coordination.
Thank you all for,
And thank you for being here with us tonight.
well, thank you, and happy anniversary, 3-year anniversary. And
3
hopefully we'll have
years.
about 100 more.
Cheers. Cheers to 3 years.
Yes.
Go ahead and make your reservation in that hotel for next year.
Yeah, I
That's
guess maybe
right,
I need to
that's
come
right.
back. You all tell me when, and John and I will make sure we
You
come
get
back.
that room.
And my sister doesn't even live here. She actually lives in Virginia. I live in South Carolina, but this is like right in the middle. So, and her husband had work, so it was a great thing. Last year I was here for my niece's wedding. So something will have to be next year, I guess.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Everyone
take care,
Thank
Anissa.
you.
Night,
Thank
Anissa.
you.
Bye.
All right, thank you.
Bye. I wanted to point out Leslie Hooten and Kimberly Brock are both watching live, and they're in the chat. So we want to say hi to both of you. You might see them a video, maybe a little something that they did later. They
never
both
know.
did videos for us. Thank
Oh,
you for
well,
joining us live.
Leslie posted a
And
video to the page. Was it earlier today?
I'm
What was
sorry.
that?
Leslie Hooten posted a really sweet, like, congratulations
Yeah.
to the page. It was so nice.
Yeah, it was so sweet. All of them that we've been kind of overwhelmed with the
Like Holloway did a
messages.
great one with the cupcake. Right?
Yeah.
So nice.
Yes,
I
you
saw
guys
Man
might
Up
see that.
before, too.
It's a
Well, we
testament to
wanted to
you and
add-
what you created here in the book club.
Absolutely.
Aw.
Absolutely.
That's so sweet.
And our 19,000 members. It's
Wow,
to them,
guys.
it's for them too.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, Ron and Meg, would you, before you have to go, would you like to share a memory from the past year or any time with the book club?
Ooh,
Sure.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
Well, I think my favorite, Ron, you have so many more because you do all the happy hours, but the first time we did the page takeover, which, of the
Oh, I
Friends
love those.
to reveal
Those are fun.
I thought that was so fun. I had no idea what it was going to be like or how it would go over. And I thought it was a lot of fun. And it reminds me that I have to talk to you guys about trying to do one ahead of the fall season sometime soon in the next couple of weeks.
Line up,
We just,
line up.
we talked about that last night. We were like, well, Meg will let us know. I think take over. It might be time for the fearsome foursome to ride at dawn.
I think it's time for us to ride at dawn. Yeah, I just have to figure out. We have to get the season buckled down first because there's still a lot of emails flying around and tentative
Yeah.
things falling into place. But it's going to be a good one. I also loved the opportunity to sit in for Lisa and do.
And I loved that you did that. So
Oh.
thank you.
I said I'll try
I
to.
did too. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thanks for asking me because I just love that book and I love Patty. And I had just been on the road with her and I'd heard all the questions everyone had asked her out on the road. So it was just fun to be able to dive in on Fleur Lee with the whole Friends and Fiction book club. And it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
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 I do, like Meg is right. I have a lot of favorites. I secretly like when you surprise me.
Ah,
But not really. The anticipation of it is bad. But seeing the people that come on, that's the part that I just always like kind of warms my heart. But I'm not so good memory is we were on one time and I was making a cocktail and I shook it, but it went all over. And I was trying really hard to be cool and was going, oh, kind of throwing things to the
You were-
floor.
You were very cool and professional. And I just remember trying not to laugh because I didn't want to call you out. But I do remember
Yeah.
that.
But more
He
than
was
any of,
smooth about it.
well, what am I going to do? Get mad and get off camera? But more than anything, it's really just the people that all come together. I mean, you are leading something wonderful and fresh and needed, and all the people that then come in and they all just feel like family. And they said it earlier, then we get to see them out on the road. It has been like, Meg, I know you agree, but these people are like, they don't just show up, they show out. They really
Yes,
like,
we do.
it's just amazing. And I can't imagine anything better. A group of people that's any better that I've ever been a part of in my whole life. So it's
The Huntsville Friends of Fiction live event had to have been, I don't know, it was one of the ones where the most people seemed to be there. I don't know why, but there was a lot of Friends of Fiction folks. Charleston too.
Charleston too, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I think, well, I'll say that later, but Ron, that was actually a perfect segue because before you guys leave for this evening, we do want to share some of our memories in photos from this year. And if I
Oh,
can
Lord.
coordinate, if I can get this thing off the ground,
Nice. There you go. To quote yourself.
we are going to see a slideshow.
That
Okay.
Brenda made.
Okay, but because I'm still trying to figure this out, I'm going to give it a little intro. We had so much fun over the past year, and there were so many highlights that it was really difficult. So this is, I hope, going to come up.
We're live.
Yep, that's how it
Cheers
goes.
to 3 years.
Okay. Oh, here we go. All right. Do y'all see logo?
Yes.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, you wait. Wow.
And it made me think of all of the book club members at the events and how much fun they were.
That's what Christy was talking about.
Aw.
Awesome, Deepa.
Molly.
Oh, Sally Hepworth is the cutest.
Isn't she?
I know.
Oh,
Awesome. Nature Bay.
This is great. Oh my God. This brings it all together though. Like this gives you a sense of the
Yeah.
power of the group.
Yeah, for sure.
oh,
Charleston
Laura.
had to be one of the
Gotta
most
have
amazing
martinis in
memories
there.
ever.
Oh
Of
no.
course we do. Right on time.
Karaoke Uber.
And here it
I'm
comes.
surprised that wasn't Ron's favorite memory, right?
I forgot about that actually. Boom. Love that.
People in the chat are loving the photos.
Oh, good, 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 good.
I love that picture of MKA and Meg.
I do too. It's my favorite of this whole group. That was the raucous Atlanta party.
Look at Bubba.
Oh.
Oh,
And Marlene, that was one Kristen's
uh,
favorite.
oh,
Yeah.
love it. Oh, that's amazing.
That's fantastic. What a great job.
Wow. Great job,
Well,
Brenda.
thank you. Thank you.
That was great trip down memory lane. We've
Yeah.
had so many great things over the last year. It's incredible.
About how full circle things have come, because this year feels like honestly the first year where everything feels back to normal, right? Like no
Right.
one's really giving a second thought to travel.
Yeah.
Everything is really wide open again. And to think back to 3 years ago when we formed,
Yeah.
it was also shut down, and our only way to communicate with each other was through the computer. And that's how this whole thing was born. But to see it blossom into like real life, and those pictures really illustrate that, right? Like here we all are getting on planes and flying to be with one another and talking about books and meet
And
off-
meet in real life. Like some of our favorite
know.
memories are meeting so many
hug
people
and
in
have a
real
bunch of
life.
cocktails and lots of fun. Laugh.
Especially like in Charleston when we had, now I didn't get to go to Huntsville and I wish we had had pictures from there, but when we had our book club member pre-meetup, we had folks from, I mean, they had come from all over to
Arizona
attend
and
the-
California. And
Right.
Yeah.
It was incredible. And that
It
restaurant
was so fun.
was awesome.
Yeah. Well,
so
there's one more thing that we want to share before we let you guys go. We've been holding you up,
I know, holding you,
but
holding
we
you
want you to be
hostage.
we want you to be here for our special announcement.
Oh,
And so after 3 years, we've had quite a few people mention merch and things of that nature. So we are going to introduce, we partnered with one of my dear friends, Jenny, with Literary Creations Literary Creations by Jenny. And she has made 2 custom book sleeves for us, a very cute vinyl sticker, and a tote bag that you guys are going to love. So I'm going to share some pictures and hopefully it'll get off the ground.
Edie says merch in the
So
chat.
here's the tote bag, and it's very cool because the definition is for us. It's book lover, and it says number 1, a person who has a collection of books, especially by the Fab Four, and loves browsing in a bookstore or library. Number 2, someone who loves discussing books, reading challenges, and making bookish friends. Number 3, regularly enjoys a cocktail or a mocktail and book club recommendations with Brenda, Lisa, and Ron.
what?
Number 4, loves attending author events and shopping and snapping selfies with book club friends.
Adorable. I love it.
That's so cute.
So this is the tote, and we're gonna post the link to purchase everything. I think the tote by itself is $14, but there is a bundle that includes one sleeve, the tote, and the sticker. And depending on what size sleeve you get, it will be anywhere from 32 to 36, I think. And let me see if I can get the other one here. This is our shelf control sleeve.
It's not showing, Lisa.
Oh, you
love-
can't see it? Oh, hold
So-
on. Let me start over here.
Yeah.
I forgot when you switch photos, sometimes it doesn't work.
Doesn't play along.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
has a
Sometimes
mind of its
ornery,
own.
but that's okay.
So here, I think you should be able to see it now. This is the shelf control sleeve. The front says, I have no shelf control, thanks to the Friends in Fiction Official Book Club with Brenda and Lisa. And these little spines say Friends in Fiction on them. And this is the back.
Awesome.
That is so
And
cute.
I know, I love it. I was so excited. We've kept it kind of a secret.
Susan
Um,
says, when can we order?
Well, Susan, we will share the link tomorrow on the page. And this is the last thing. This one, I don't know. I think this one's my favorite. Oh, I still have to show I don't know if I have the sticker to show. This is our classic. It has our logo on the front and it says hashtag we show up and show out. And
Perfect.
this is the back of the sleeve.
Like a brand new jar
So-
of Snoopy, according to Bruno Mars, right?
Teresa
So-
says, I definitely have no shelf control.
I don't think any of us have
adorable.
self-control.
None of us do
Um,
either, Patricia.
I don't have the sticker, but it's the same logo that's on the front and it's a really nice vinyl sticker. But when you get the link, you'll see it on the website. Or maybe I can try to, well, I don't think the website's live yet. So, but there is a really cute sticker too. And the bundle is the best. It's the best option because you get the tote, the sleeve, and the sticker for 32 to 36. I think if you just buy a sleeve, it's $20 or 22, depending on if you get small, medium, or large. So we have official merch. We're
Yay.
official.
It's cute.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you. We will post that link on the page tomorrow. So look out for that. And we're just very excited and hope you guys like it too. We spent a little time designing it all and we were just so excited with everything. So
It looks awesome.
So cool.
Well, thank you so much, Ron and Meg, for being with us tonight and playing that game. Bubba and Anissa did a great job.
That was a blast. That was a blast.
We got stumped a little bit, but thanks so much for being with us
Of course.
and for everything that you do for the book
Thank you.
club.
yeah.
Thank you for having us be a part of it.
Yes, thank you.
And we'll see you both soon, possibly at a takeover. And we also have a
Yes.
happy hour coming up in August on the 18th, Friday, the 18th.
Oh, I better get
7
reading. I
p.m.
better get reading.
Yes, you should. You have to be ready.
I'll be ready. Don't you?
Thanks, you
We
guys.
love you
Have a good
guys.
night.
Take
Love
care.
you.
We love you.
Love
Yes.
you.
Thank you.
Love
Love
you.
you guys so much. Can you believe I made it this far and I haven't cried? I don't think I've breathed. I don't think I've taken a breath either. I'm just like,
I know I'm hurting it's just so much great laughter and such wonderful comments in the chat
I know.
that I feel like I keep looking over, but I want to see what everybody's saying because it really is just an amazing community. And we're so grateful for our book club members that now we're getting to see in person. And
I know. And
You
we
know, we
have
got to
true
see it
friendships
in the-
with.
Yeah.
I know we're going to share some of our favorite memories. And again, I hope I don't cry, but I might. Y'all know me. What you see is what you get. But Brenda, did you want to share what our next thing is?
Well, if I understand that code right, it's another thing I need to get off the ground, right? Well, as our book club members may know, we were so honored to be nominated for the Zibby Award for Best Virtual Book Club this year. And we had vowed that we were going to New York City to the Zibby Awards, and we did just that. And so we wound up just being thrilled to win that award. And I have another little slideshow that's much shorter that I would like to share with the group tonight. That's kind of a summary of that weekend. All right, let me see if I can make this one a go.
Okay.
Here we go. This one's better. Okay, from the beginning, here we are. PB&J take NYC. I still can't believe that. Best I can't believe it
board
either.
ever.
Yes, most amazing, most amazing. And our Lyft driver, that was one of my
Sure.
favorite things, the lions at the New York Public Library.
Yeah.
It was kind of the trip of a lifetime.
It was for sure.
And a very special part of it was these people right here.
Yes, that was one of the highlights for sure of the weekend, is meeting all of our New York and I think one New Jersey member. And they were amazing. We had so much fun. So it was it was the first time that we'd ever been to New York for both of us. And I can't imagine a better way to have your first weekend in New York City. It was a whirlwind. I felt like everything went our way. You know, we won, which we were shocked and totally honored by, and we met some great authors and publishers. But even the restaurants we went to, it's like, oh, you can't get in there, you can't get a reservation. And that night was like, oh, we got one right away at 7:00. And we did the Wonderland Dreams, and we saw Harry Potter, and we had the fabulous Halloween themed brunch with our New York ladies. That
with our
was
NYC ladies.
amazing. It was just wonderful. And that's definitely probably my favorite memory of the year. There's so many, but of the last year, that definitely goes down in the books.
You know, me too. Although I've got to say the book club meeting before Patty's launch was pretty awesome.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well,
everything
that
was, but
yeah, Charleston was another amazing weekend, from the Zippy retreat to Patty's lunch.
yeah,
We were surrounded by authors and book people in both worlds the whole weekend, and seeing so many friends and fiction book club members and meeting them in person. It was amazing. Yeah. You guys are amazing. We do this for you guys. And I don't know. I can't believe it's been 3 years.
I can't believe it either. But that was actually a good segue too, because we're going to do another a little something for you guys. Lisa, would you like to tell them about the giveaways?
Sure, I would. So for our 3-year giveaway, we are going to run two giveaways, one on Facebook, and the Facebook giveaway or contest can start right after we're done with our live show. What you'll do is we want you guys to share your favorite book club memory over the past year. You can share it just by telling us. You can post a picture, however you want to share it. make sure you use the hashtag 3-year giveaway so that we know it's a contest entry. So you'll do that, and it's open tonight once we're done until Saturday at what time did we say? 7 p.m. I think.
Yes.
Well, we're going to say till 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. So you can share your memory over the week, and we will randomly choose a winner to win. You'll get a signed book by each of the Fab Four and some swag, including a really cool t-shirt that you saw Bubba wearing earlier, the Songbirds t-shirt. Our amazing book club member, Nicole, has offered to give one of her shirts that she made to the winner. So that's the Facebook contest. Now on Instagram.
Can I ask you, Lisa, is it
Oh, sure.
is it the number 3-year anniversary? Say the hashtag again. The number 3 or spelled out.
Hashtag 3-year giveaway with the number 3.
Okay, thank you.
And on Instagram, it's very easy. All you have to do is follow us on the Friends and Fiction Book Club page, and also follow Mary Kay Andrews, because we are giving away an amazing Friends and Fiction tote with a little swag in there. And we are also giving away an advanced reader copy of Bright Lights Big Christmas, just like the one Brenda's holding. And that doesn't come out till September 26th. So that's our Instagram giveaway. So get ready to enter both contests, and it'll end the same time, Saturday at 7 p.m. And we will announce the winners for both on Sunday. So get ready to enter, and good luck.
Yes, good luck, everybody. And before we,
I want to enter.
I know, right?
Shirt.
I want that Songbird t-shirt.
I know, me too.
It's so cool. Bubba was modeling it really well. One of the things before we have our final item, I wanted to share another memory that is one of my funnier memories from the past year. And it happened in Charleston at I'm trying to think if it was at the Zibby retreat or in Charleston, but I staged with Lisa a reenactment of the Super Bloom cover. I was only the photographer, but that is one of my favorite pictures of all time. And she did not know I was doing that. So
I did not.
Isn't she
Shout
awesome?
out to Meg Taney, who also did a video for us. Meg, that was for you.
Okay, I just had to do that, Lisa.
That was so funny. And thanks to Gervais for giving me the cucumbers. Gervais Haggerty. She also, you might see her too. So, honestly, we've had so many great memories, but I think one of my favorite memories, or just over the time, is when me and Brenda get to have our getaways, like when we were in Charleston and we were in New York, and we're doing all these great glamorous things and we're having a great time. But one thing that me and Brenda do best that no one knows is we get in that hotel room and we put on our jammies and we lay in the bed, separate beds, and we laugh and we talk and we plan for book club. A lot of our trips, we call them book club planning trips. They don't always end up that way, but sometimes they do. And just having those moments where it's just PB&J are some of my favorite. Damn it, it's 7:01 and I almost made it through the whole thing.
You did not make it.
So close.
So
But
close.
oh well.
Well, you did make it until 7. So
Times the ones where behind the scenes. Because Brenda is really funny, a lot. You guys might not know how I know I'm silly and crazy half the time, but Brenda is she's really funny. And yeah, I love it.
Oh, love you
Oh.
too, Lisa.
Oh,
Mine was
Lord,
just a
help
funnier
me.
example. That was like the super bloom because that was one of the funniest things I've ever done.
That was so funny. That was like at midnight too.
Yeah, they usually Brenda is up past her bedtime. That's the other thing.
Oh
Well,
goodness.
I don't know. I hope it's come through. I hope it's come through how much we love our book club members and just are so fortunate to have this community in our lives. And I just appreciated it during COVID, and I still appreciate it even more now because it just gets stronger every year. So we wanted to
100%.
end, and Lisa may want to jump in here, but we wanted to end with a compilation of videos that we think that have really touched us, and we just wanted to share kind of it in total with our book club members. So before we do that, Lisa, did you want to cover anything
Yes.
else?
Sure. Thank you all for being with us for 3 years. Thank you for growing with us for 3 years. When I joined, we had just about 1,000 members, and now we have 19,000 members. And we're so thankful for all of you for sharing your book recommendations, for being friends with each other. And the community is so kind, and it is the best place to be. So thank you all so much. Thank you to all the authors that come on and support us. And you'll see, thanks to everyone that made a video. And this has been an amazing night. And you guys, please stay on. We have about 7 minutes of entertainment coming your way. But for us, happy anniversary. PB&J out.
Hey everyone, my name is Megan Tatey and I am the author of Super Bloom. I am officially in summer mode over here and I'm about to go cool off in the pool. But before I do, I wanted to wish a happy 3rd anniversary to the Friends and Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. Thank you all so much for what you do for authors and books. I'm so grateful. I know other authors are so grateful. Here's to many more years. Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Hey everyone, we are Allie Brady.
And we just wanted to say happy anniversary, 3rd anniversary to the Friends and Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. We love this community so much. We're honored to be a part of it and just wanted to help you guys celebrate.
Book people are the very best people, and our latest book is called The Comeback Summer. It is about sisterhood and it has a lot of summer vibes and romance as well.
Happy anniversary. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, Lisa, Ron, Brenda. Thank you so much for 3 years with the Friends and Fiction official book club. I've made so many friends and I love you guys and everything that you've brought into our lives. And I guess I want to give a shout out to Saudi Daisy Community Library. They are also doing meaningful work for readers and friends just like you guys. Here's their logo. You can find their Facebook page where you can donate. They're a nonprofit and I just love them. Love you guys. And thank you, thank you. Congratulations on 3 years.
Hi, happy summer. I'm Wade Rouse, aka Viola Shipman, and my brand new novel, Famous in a Small Town, just released in June. It's about the magic of rediscovering summer and within yourself, and it's been named a Good Morning America, Katie Couric Media, and Reader's Digest Best Book of Summer. I just wanted to say happy 3rd anniversary to the Friends and Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. What makes a book club special besides our love of books? It's the fact that we join a community that feels like family, and that sums up this book club perfectly. Happy summer and happy reading.
Friends in Fiction Book Club with Brenda and Lisa. It's Colleen Oakley here, author of The Mostly True Story of Tanner and Louise. And oh my gosh, I had to jump in and say happy 3-year anniversary. You guys have created the most incredible community here that supports us authors so much. It's like a big warm hug. Thank you for all the love, for all the recommendations, for reading, sharing your thoughts. It's just such a great community to be a part of. Happy anniversary. I hope everyone gets to eat some cake.
Hi, I'm Zibby Owens. I'm the author of Bookends, which was a Friends in Fiction pick, even though it was a memoir. Congratulations and happy anniversary to Lisa and Brenda for the 3rd anniversary of the official Friends in Fiction book club with Brenda and Lisa. Congrats, ladies.
Hi everyone, I'm Joy Calloway, author of All the Pretty Places and the forthcoming What the Mountains Remember. It is my honor to be here with you today to say happy anniversary to the official Friends in Fiction book club with Brenda and Lisa. I have just loved getting to know all of you readers. It's been so special being a part of your group. Thank you so much for all of the support and all of the love, and I can't wait to see what this 3rd year holds. Happy anniversary!
Hi, I'm Leslie Hooten, and I am here to congratulate you, Lisa and Brenda, on the 3rd anniversary of the Friends in Fiction Book Club. You have created a platform for book lovers, but that's not all. You've created a platform for true blue friendships to emerge. I broke my foot about 3 weeks ago, and I am in a boot, which I call Operation Boot Camp. What have y'all done? You've made shawls for me. You sent me cards, care packages, and of course books. And you've texted every day. I mean, what kind of group is that? It is a great group, is what it is. So congratulations. Looks like you made it. Party like it's 1999. Love y'all.
Happy anniversary, 3 years to the Friends in Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. 3 years, it's so hard to believe. And I remember our very first book club that we did. It was for one of my beach house books, Ocean Boulevard. And you said, let's do a luau. And here it was COVID. And we did it on Zoom, but we all had leis and tropical drinks, and it was a blast. And that's what makes your show so special, is you make the conversation interesting and fun and unique. And you also show up to our events. You not only love books, but you love authors. And you know what? We love you right back. So congratulations from sunny Charleston. For 3 years, here's to 3 more. We love you.
Hey, everybody. Do you know what today is? It's your anniversary. I am Nancy Johnson, author of the debut novel, The Kindest Lie. And I just want to wish a very, very happy 3-year anniversary to the Friends in Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. I can't tell you how important this community has been for me as I've released my debut novel, my book baby, into the world, to have a place to come and to be able to not just talk about my book, but to talk about all the other wonderful books out there with people who absolutely love reading. It is a special, special community. Love my PB&J, and I had so much fun all the times we surprised Uncle Ron, as in Ron Block. Got to meet the Fab Four recently. Just a wonderful, wonderful community of people. And I can't thank you enough for it. So happy anniversary again. Here's to many more.
Beginning, middle, end. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Red wine, white wine, and rosé. Lots of great things come in threes. Like a 3rd birthday. Big congratulations to the Friends in Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. Happy 3rd birthday. Thank you all so much for supporting so many authors like me and sharing my book and Polite Company. I'm really grateful for it. So many people had heard about it through you all. So I'm going to end this little video with my last set of threes. Hip, hip, hooray!